everyone, this is CJ Novo 92 and today we're back for another brand new video. Today's video we're here to discuss Rangers versus Kilmarnock. That's right, again. And not for the last time this season, so buckle in. You know, it's very hard to sort of hype up a video when you're talking about the same teams every single week. But you know what I mean? Hands tied behind the back, I will still find a way to be cringy. So before we actually get into today's video, I just have to say a massive thank you to each and every single one of you guys for subscribing to the channel. We have now reached over 26,000 subscribers. That was hard to say and I almost had a heart attack, but it would be worth it because 26,000 is absolutely incredible. So I just wanted to take a minute just before I say anything else about Rangers and Kilmarnock just to thank you guys for all your support. This channel is genuinely all because of you guys firing your comments, your mad tweets, getting involved in each and every single video. So from me to the thank you. Now all that's left is for us to continue our journey towards 55k and also for me to just get on with the rest of today's video and actually talk about the game in hand. So 3, 2, 1. Rangers versus Kilmarnock, 3 PM kickoff. You have Rangers versus Kilmarnock. You have Stevie G versus Stevie C. But moving away from the managers and actually looking at the team, Kilmarnock was always going to be a tough task. But then you add in the drama of this week. For the Glasgow Rangers, obviously we were knocked out well and truly by Aberdeen, getting absolutely battered at home where we just played horrifically. There's been a lot of media, a lot of pundits, and a lot of questions being asked about this Rangers team and about the manager Steven Gerrard. So you're getting all this hearsay, all this drama, all this discussion, and you add it to an already blockbuster tie versus Kilmarnock at Ibrox, and it becomes even more fascinating to see how Rangers actually play. Now, if you've watched the official Rangers press conference ahead of this match with Stevie G and Andy Halliday on the official Rangers YouTube channel, if you took a drink every single time Steven Gerrard says reaction from the players, you'd probably be dead. Like, honestly, he said it that many times, but he's right in actually saying that. He needs to see a reaction from these Rangers players. Now, I can imagine some people's going, aye, we've already heard this script before. But if you honestly watch that entire 17 minutes, especially when he was talking about these players' mentality and asking if they've got anything about them, it sounded like a genuine question from Stevie G, ignoring the media and speaking directly to every single one of the Rangers players. It was weird. Like, he was answering questions, but it felt like he was asking more to his players, saying if you've got anything about them, if you've got anything inside you, if you even want to be here, we need to see a reaction. Now the gaffer has even went as far as saying this game upcoming versus Kilmarnock has to be for the fans, and honestly I sat back there and I went, I really hope the players actually hear this and actually respond, because if they come out as flat and pathetic as they have been in the last couple of games, it will look absolutely awful. Not only the players but also Steven Gerrard, because it'll look like they players just didn't give a shit about playing for Rangers. That is what it'll kind of look like from the outside, and truthfully I really find this completely different than anything that Gerrard has said all season long. Like, we've heard the words reactions etc, have to go out on Saturday, we have to put it right before from Gerrard, but the fact that he's put this much pressure on the players, it really feels like it's almost an addition if you even want to be here. And the last thing that we'll actually talk about in the player side of thing, and obviously the aftermath from Tuesday's disappointment, is that Gerrard says don't expect whole team changes. He's obviously going to be making a couple of changes because of injuries, but everyone is out here hoping and praying that basically everyone gets dropped and someone else gets a chance. That's not really going to happen. He's willing to give these people who's been a part of the disappointments another chance to prove themselves to the fans and also to the staff. So let's move away from the player focus and actually look at the game in hand then, shall we? Rangers versus Kilmarnock. The way that Rangers have prepared for Kilmarnock is looking at the last time Kilmarnock came to Ibrox and looking at the last couple of results as well. So I thought what would be fun in the videos to actually do that as well. So let's break it down then, shall we? The last time Kilmarnock came to Ibrox, it was a beautiful cup replay where Rangers hammered them 5-0. I mean, it was absolutely vicious. Rangers had 18 shots, 8 on target to Kilmarnock 0 and 0. Rangers had 64% of the ball, Kilmarnock had 0. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful. Alfredo Morelos was at his clinical best, scoring 4 goals. Halliday got the 5th goal. It was in dreamland. There was so much positivity around that time, and God, I miss those days after the last couple. The meltdown Kilmarnock had that day was absolutely beautiful. I mean, one of their players even came out to social media and tweeted out a video complaining about wanting a penalty, when in the video of himself it showed him clearly diving. It was incredible. But how has Kilmarnock actually responded? We know from the Rangers point of view where it's kind of looked like it's going to go up, and then it's just sort of crumbled down. How has Kilmarnock actually responded? Well, in the last 3 games, every single one of them has been a low scoring affair, with 1 win, 1 loss and 1 draw. Their win, by the way, was their most recent game where they won 1-0 away from home versus St Mirren. That obviously followed a 0-0 draw by Motherwell, and the one before that was the 1-0 at home loss to Livingston, which was a bit of a surprise, seeing Livingston winning away from the plastic pitch. Although it was a plastic pitch, I nearly forgot. But with all that being said, that's the press conference all wrapped up in a neat little bow. Now it's time to turn our attentions to the injury list and suspension list. On the suspension side of things, nothing. Thankfully, everyone is available to play. On the injury list, there has been 2 major blows though, which is pretty much a dagger right to the heart. That is none other than Ryan Jack, who is a major doubt for tomorrow's game, and Scotty Arfield. Now, if you follow these videos quite a lot, I always talk about Arfield being a doubt, and in the last few videos, Jack has been a doubt, and for the last 3 matches, and I think those 2 are types of characters that play through niggles and knocks, and if I'm honest with you, it's probably hurt their performances. Like, they've not been at 100%, you can clearly see that, and they've not been able to control the game as the way they actually should be. But I could be wrong, but I personally think that's played a massive part in where they are now, and obviously they've played through the pain barrier as much as they could, but it's reached this point where they pretty much need to sit out the game, which is a crucial game versus Kilmarnock. So what is your reaction to the injury news of both Ryan Jack and Scotty Arfield being listed as major doubts for the game? The only other injury news is Grezda, again, as we've already spoken about, is fully fit and able to go. Whether he makes it into the team or not, we'll actually find out. And Nikola Katic actually had an illness, but he's been battling through it, as Gerrard said, and he's trying to be available for tomorrow's game if needed. And last but not least, we've obviously got Graham Dorrans and Jamie Murphy still progressing well, but still a long way to go before they're able to pull on the royal blue of the Glasgow Rangers. But that is us all done and dusted. All that's left is for me and thee to get your predictions out there. So while you're letting me know your thoughts and opinions down in that comment section below, hit that like button over there, please. It definitely helps out. I'll give you my 2 cents if you don't mind. If I'm honest with you, looking at Kilmarnock's games, seeing they're not scoring a lot and they're also not conceding a lot of goals. Yes, the 5-0 smashing of Kilmarnock was absolutely amazing, but we just aren't playing well right now. You know what I mean? Candace kind of crossed the road. Ryan Kent is trying his hardest. Morelos, he's very up and down. 1 minute he's strong, and a forever other one he's flopping like a fish. It's a very weird time to watch actual Glasgow Rangers right now. So I'm actually just going to go with a Rangers 1, Kilmarnock 0. And the goal scorer, I believe, will actually come from the midfield. And I'm going right out on the limb here. I'm going to go with Ross McCrory with a big boy header. And honestly, I have no idea why I said that, because in the notes it says Andy Halliday free kick, but I've went off script and I'm living dangerous, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So 1-0, Ross McCrory with the goal. I'm expecting a back and forth test. I believe there will be a lot of chances, but their goal is good, our goal is amazing, and I believe it's going to be a pretty much entertaining 1-0 win. So now that me and thee have had their say, let's jump over to Twitter and hear from the people. There's been 992 votes, 992. I rate that. The money has gone 1-0, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's an omen. 11% votes for a Kilmarnock win, 13% votes for a draw, but 76% of the people votes for a Rangers win, which is a hell of a lot lower than it's been in a very long time. Draw seems to have stole a lot of the headlines. 5J writes in, we deserve this win, we better win, we better give everything. Anything less than a 3-goal lead, I'll be actually pissed off, CJ. I'll just take the 3 points, but I love that passion, mate. Craig72 writes in 5-0. Liam writes in 3-0 to the famous El Buffalo double and a Tav penalty. Deaky Neil writes in, a cross in Belfast for my mate's wedding. Congratulations to the mates. Hope it's finished, son. Can I watch it? Gonna go for our Rangers 3-1 with Kent, Morelos and Arfield. Enjoy yourself, mate. Shout out 992 subscribe during the best man speech. Odds. Not only am I ruining videos and people's weekends now with my daily uploads, I'm also ruining weddings, which is great. Sorry to whoever's wedding that is. Rebel Fox writes in, either 2-0 or an absolute demolition, depends how motivated the team actually is. Stephen Quinn writes in, 4-1 Rangers, Morelos brace and Kent to score a brace, 2 Brobes to pull it back to 2-1 before half time. Very precise, and I rate that. 54 titles, writes in, 1-0 Glenn Kamara. And the last couple watch to read out come from RFC Roscoe. He writes in, Rangers 2-0. I'm going to go for a Tav penalty and a Glenn Kamara goal, who will make up for his Tuesday performance with a man of the match against Kilmarnock. Chrissy RFC writes in, the score can be whatever it wants to be as long as it favours us. And the last one watch to read out to make it fair, bang! Colin, draw for me. No, not ending on that, Colin. Trying to ruin the video, son? Yeah, even worse than I have. We're doing it again, back in. Ryan Peterson writes in Rangers 2-0, Kent and Kamara. That's better, Ryan. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you've heard from the people, you've heard from myself. If you haven't done so already, you know what to do by now. Also, shout out to the 51 Strong on the Patreons account. If you would like to join the Patreons to help support the channel, the link for that is down in the description below. I've been CJ over 92. Thanks so much for watching, and bye.